John at large. Good morning. I didn't mean to run you off. Did you ever watch YouTube?
No, I try to stay out of the all that shit. I don't watch YouTube. I do some stuff on YouTube for advertising. But I don't do Facebook. I hate social media.
I was just doing a video about social media and how that technology was stolen from Michael McKibben by a company called Serco, an English company. Are you aware of that? Isn't that interesting? You know, have you ever heard of Michael McKibben? Well, he's the man who developed all that social networking software for Facebook and PayPal and Google. And they stole his technology. He's been in a lawsuit for over 17 years. He has a group of patent lawyers that put together a crime line of all the criminals that were involved in this process for the last 17 years. The man's a genius, absolute genius. He's the man who redid AT&T's email back in the mid-90s. And it's really a fascinating subject. And the reason why, of course, they stole that is because there's back doors in those, and the government's wanted that to spy on us, to be able to take information. Is that the reason why you don't get involved in Facebook and stuff? Are you aware of those things? Or you just don't do it because it's not interesting to you?
No, I don't do anything because I think Big Brother's looking over our shoulder.
Well, that's what I was saying. Exactly, yeah. It's used to be able to...
You know, I'm at a point in my life where I've had a pretty good life, ups and downs. The media is so biased on both sides.
Oh my goodness. I'm taping you right now. Do you mind? I really love what you're saying because my last video was talking exactly about this. Was that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying is the media, you know, it's owned and controlled by the same people who own and control all the outlets that can brainwash us. And, you know, the people who rule the world, they're basically psychopaths, and it's all about divide and conquer. Get the young to hate the old, the men to hate the women, and the races to hate each other, and stir up a bunch of conflict and lie to us, and have fake news and all that kind of stuff. So you sound like you've been awake a while. How did that journey begin for you?
Just read the newspaper every day of my life. Watching the media take control of our lives, or try to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They've never taken control of mine, though.
Exactly. No, once you're awake and you're aware of what's being done, that's you know, the only defense against it is to be aware of how they're doing it and just avoid it as much as possible.
You know, so, and as far as I'm concerned, every politician's a liar.
You bet.
And, you know, but I do like what Donald Trump's doing.
Well, that's what my videos are about right now, because most people don't know all of his accomplishments, how he's saving us a lot of money. He knows the middle class is the secret. Aristotle pointed out that, you know, all governments go through cycles, and the way to avoid that cycle from repeating itself is to have a large middle class, which is what Donald's doing. And it's interesting. I've given quite a bit of thought to this, and I realized the powers that be kind of divide the planet up into two sections. One has no middle class at all, the third world countries. The other has a middle class, but every so often they have to be killed or culled. And last century they killed 262 million people, the governments did, during peacetime, and they were upper middle class people, because those are the threat to the powers that be, because then they can come to conclusions like what's going on. You know, they want people to be ignorant and brainwashed by mainstream media to not have an original thought in their head and become almost brain dead when someone tries to explain it to them. They go, no, I got too many references, I know the truth. You can't tell me any different. I hear it everywhere I go.
Well, as I say, life goes on.
Yes. Well, this is quite serendipitous that I decided to do something I've never done yet before, and that is to approach someone and start talking to them like I just did with you. So I'm glad my first attempt was successful. My name is John Rose, R-O-S-E. If you Google my name, I'll be the first one to pop up. And my message is really about being healthy. But the powers that be know that we have to be sick to control us, so that's why the doctors don't know anything and the nutritionists don't know anything. So that's my main message. We got to go upstream and take responsibility, be the best we can be, so that these guys can't control us as easily. But then we got to go downstream because the society's damaged. We got to fix the system, get rid of usury. This allowing someone to print our money and turn us into debt slaves is, you know,
good point.
It's pretty much how the world works. If you don't play the game, they come at you and then they demonize you. you know, Obama bombed 7 countries the whole time he was in office, and every one of them, you know, were against usury. We don't want to play this money game. No, you got to be part of our control. So, want to thank you for your time. Anything you want to share with my YouTube audience? I just got started a couple years ago. I only have about 40,000 subscribers now.
Really?
But a lot of people, when they come to me, they go, "I can't believe you don't have millions of subscribers because you got such a great message." So I think YouTube is kind of not letting me.
Well, I think the one good
effective.
thing about all of this is that it shows there's people still out there like you,
Thank you, sir.
where there is freedom of speech.
Yes, sir.
And Big Brother they're not coming down and getting us.
Yes, yes, yes.
And what I mean by that is, you know, political armies or armies of people from the government. So, you know, I've seen you out here on the track over the years.
Yes, sir.
And I've seen you doing your videos.
Okay.
I didn't stop there to get interviewed, I can tell you that right now.
I wasn't planning on it either.
I stopped there to take a rest because I am not in near as good a shape as you are, and I'm a open heart surgery survivor.
Are you? Okay. How old are you now?
I'm 69.
69. Okay. And what's your name?
Well, I don't want to go.
Okay. All right. Well, I just want to know who I'm talking to. I'll get your name when you're not on camera, so I can just say hi to you and know who you are. If I see anyone more than once, I feel silly not knowing who they are and say hi to them.
I got that.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm not a social media guy.
I hear you.
I don't do Facebook.
I don't blame you.
I don't do YouTube. Well, I do some advertising on YouTube.
Yes.
My real estate.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you again for chatting with us and allowing me to use this. Again, I think it's quite serendipitous that I found someone that was actually not brainwashed by the media and was going to want to come at me and argue with me. So thanks again. What you see
is what you get from me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Be sure to check out my channel. I don't sell any products. I can't coach anybody. I got dozens of people calling me and emailing me every day, and I can't even return anyone's calls. I can only coach a handful of people a year if I'm lucky. I'm not trying to make money at this. I have a free seminar on how to do my specialty. It's a 2-hour seminar. My seminars normally last 4 hours. And then I have 27 related videos to it. So go to the description box of my video and you'll see a playlist to that seminar that has 28 videos. Start off by listening to the Dr. Roby interview. He was on day 21 of my program. He goes, "I'm a medical miracle. No more backache, no more headache. Lost 20 pounds in 3 weeks, 21 days. Cholesterol has dropped 100 points. Blood pressure is normal, it was high." I've coached thousands of people. You look at my comment section on my videos, you'll see people saying, "I'm on the day of this, and things are going away." I was on the Deborah Duncan show. I had 6 of my students on. You been in Houston long?
69 years.
All right, well then you know who Rudy Tomjanovich is.
Good friend. Well, not a friend, but
yeah.
No, I know him.
Okay, well, when he got bladder cancer in 2003, the day he quit his job was the day he had me lined up to save his life. I coached him for 5 months. We talked almost every day for 5 months, except when he would go back to Michigan, was in the boonies, and he couldn't get cell phone reception. And I remember when I coached him, within 3 weeks, he went back to see the Rockets. And they said, really, to be honest with you, we were kind of apprehensive. We thought, my God, you got cancer, you're going to look horrible. But he goes, "No, you're glowing, your skin is glowing, you lost 20 pounds. What are you doing?" I said, "I'm working with this guy, John Rose." And they had me come out and work with them. But my knowledge threatens what they were taught, because they're taught what the powers that be want them to know. So the people that were in charge of knowing how to feed these poor athletes didn't know anything. And again, my knowledge threatened. If Rudy was still there, my ideas would have gotten right. He would have applied it, I'm sure. But yeah, I coached him. In fact, when you listen to the Dr. Roby interview, he's been interviewed on the radio by these 2 women. And as they're talking to him, they go, "Yeah, he's working with Rudy T, and Rudy's looking really so good, his skin is glowing." So that's confirmation right there that I worked with him. My friend, this is so powerful. I've transformed lives. I'll be 64 in 3 days. And you can tell by looking at me, there's something unique. I don't have a whole lot of stuff in here because I learned that things accumulate down there. Right. And I figured out how to get rid of it, and it's so simple. You're not hungry, energy level skyrockets. You'll lose at least 30 pounds in 30 days, and you won't be hungry. You'll love it. Listen to Dr. Roby. He's on day 21. And what happens when you do this, your energy level just goes off the roof. You almost got to hold you down to tie you down. Anyway, let me shake your hand.
Thank you.
Love talking to you, sir. Look forward to my video. You'll see this up in a couple days on my YouTube channel. And leave a comment if you like, but I understand if you won't.